Hi, and welcome to the class. So, today we are preparing the body for Bird of Paradise. Bird of Paradise is one of the most popular pole tricks ever, and I'm asked about it so much. So, I thought I'll share some of my favourite stretches that will lead you towards it eventually. So, we're going to work into the shoulders, we're going to be doing lots of twists, and also, of course, we'll be doing work into the legs. So, let's start. We're going to take the arms out to the side. We're going to draw some small circles 10 times. Change direction, another 10. From here, we're going to bend the arms. We're going to open up through the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Bring the arms up, crossing over at the wrists, extend the elbows, and take it down. We're going to do 2 sets of 10. Another set. Great, now bring the arms in. So we're going to close the arms, bring the elbows together, open up through the chest. 2 sets of 10. And again, one more set. And relax the arms down. Great. So we're going to work into the legs now. So we're going to come onto the hands and knees. We're going to warm up the hips by drawing 5 circles with one leg and then reverse the movement. So we're going to do 5 one way, 5 the other way. Keep the belly button in towards the spine. Try not to arch the back too much. And other way. Other side. And other direction. Okay, from here you're going to take one leg forward. We're going to come into a lunge. So what I want you to do with your lunge is actually, I'm going to turn around so you can see a little clearer. So we're going to do quite a wide lunge. You're going to have your front foot externally rotated. Allow that front knee to fall out to the side. So you should feel this around the outer hip region. So from here, I want you to just work into that front hip. So we're moving the hips from side to side. So just allow that leg to keep falling out towards the side. So what I want you to do from here is to come onto the outer edge of that front foot. So you should feel the stretch a little stronger when you do that. And continue to push the knee out to the side. If you want to increase the stretch, you should take the hand and push the knee as far out as you can. And from here, you're going to take your hands wide. So I'm threading the same hand to leg underneath the leg here. So I'm bringing my hand out to the side. If you cannot do that, then place the hand above your foot. Okay, so you're making the hands wider than the mat. So what we want to focus on here is having a flat back, but you want to try to bring the chest down as far as you can towards the mat. So you're going to be bending at the elbows, release the chest down, and up, down, and up. Let's do this about 5 times. Each time, see if you can get deeper. Okay. From here, bring the hands into the middle. You can place that foot firmly onto the floor now. You're going to tuck the back foot and you're going to take the knee off the floor. You're going to firm the back leg. So if the foot is externally rotated slightly, it's fine. It doesn't matter too much if your hips are open. So from here, I want you to take this free arm, the front arm to leg, and you're going to place it through your leg. Okay, so right now my palm is facing up. And we want to still keep this leg bent. So this might be enough for you today. You might be able to take the other arm up. If not, just keep the hand onto the floor. And then if you want to take it further, if your shoulders and your legs allow you to, then you want to bring that arm around the leg. See if you can catch the hands together. And then release the hands to the floor. We're now going to do the other side. So probably quite common that one side is going to be more flexible than the other. You may not be able to reach underneath your leg with one side. Unfortunately, we're not so balanced. But yeah, always do both sides. And if there's one side that's a little bit stiffer than the other, then try to give more attention to that side. So we're just working into the hip here. The foot's flat on the floor. Just moving in and out of the stretch. Allow that leg to fall out. We're now going to come to the outer edge of the foot to allow us to intensify the stretch. And again, just moving. And you can push the knee out to the side. Okay, plant the foot back onto the mat. You're going to bring your hands wide, so whether that's on top or underneath that leg, whichever works better for you. And we're going to take the chest down. Let's use the breath, so inhale, exhale, move the chest down and up. 5 times. Okay, from here, let's tuck the back foot. We're going to make sure that both feet are grounded to the mat. And We're going to see if you can slide the arm underneath this leg. Release the hand from the floor. If you can, take the other hand up. Strong legs. And if your body allows you to, clasp the hands behind the back. Take the hands down. So next we're going to do a frog, and we're going to do it with our feet flexed up against the wall. So find a wall space, widen your knees, feet in line with knees. You're going to push back towards the wall. You're going to take it forward and push back. Just warming up the tissues here. And from here we're going to take a twist. So I'm going to get you to bring one hand into the middle here between your legs. Push all your weight onto that arm. You're going to take the other arm up, straighten out through the elbow. Don't let your shoulder come right up to your ear, so you want to have a space there. So really focus on elongating. And let's do the other side. Take it down. And then coming out of the frog, really slowly and carefully. We're going to transition into a squat now. So make sure that your feet are flat on the floor for your squat. If you do find squat a hard pose to do, feel free to have your back up against the wall. That can work really well. Push the knees out to the side, palms together, opening up through the chest, shoulders back. From here, I'm going to get you to take one arm, place it onto the floor, so stretch it away from you, palm facing down. You're going to open up through the chest and bring your other arm up towards the ceiling. So we're really focusing on expansion through the front of the body. You're going to take that hand down, and if you can, coming into a bind. So I'm bringing my hands around this knee, palms facing away, and see if you can link the hands together. If you can't link the hands together, then you just hold on to your top, your t-shirt or whatever, or you can keep with your arms spread like this, whatever suits. You're going to release the hands, and if you can, take it further. I want you to do something similar, except you're going to do it underneath your leg. So you're going to dip the chest quite low, bring the shoulder low. If you need to widen the space between your foot and your hip, then just do that. You're going to slide the arm underneath. So palm facing away. Opening up through the chest. See if you can link the hands through here. Keep the feet flat on the floor. If you're not there today, don't worry. You have this class to review, so you can come back and try again and again. Bring the hands back to the middle. We're going to do the opposite side now. So spread the arms out, stretch up towards the ceiling. And then if you can, linking the hands behind the back, draw that top shoulder away from you. And if this feels okay, you might want to take the more advanced version, which would be to slide the arm underneath this leg and bind from the back. And then coming out of that. Good job. And stretch out the legs. If you need to move the hips around a little, feel free. So we're going to come back to the wall. So we're going to lunge onto the wall to start with. So right now my foot's parallel. So we're just easing into the wall, just pushing the hips forward. Just hold on to your leg wherever feels good, whether that's lower leg or under the thigh. We're then going to straighten the leg, so it extends out through the knee. We're going to twist the hip so that our body will fold over this front leg. So making sure that our belly button is trying to get to the thigh when we take ourselves over. And hold onto the leg wherever you can. Try to make sure that the hips stay square, so if that back hip starts to flare out, then just pull it forward. You can hold onto your hips if that helps you to square, or on your leg wherever you can. To take it further, to bring more weight onto this leg, you would let the arms dangle down. And just remember trying not to round too much in the back. And then coming out of that. Next part, slightly tricky, but it is a really great stretch for Bird of Paradise. You're gonna like this one. Okay, so from here, we're going to lunge again. This time we're going to instead of bringing our body over the leg, we're going to bring it to the side. So bring the hands to the wall. Continue to bend through that front leg. Then if possible, you're going to take this inside arm and bring it underneath your leg. So the palms facing away from the wall. If that feels okay and you're able to slide your shoulder really close to your leg, then you might want to take the other arm back. Clasp the hands behind the leg. Continue to keep your spine straight, so you don't want to be rounding. If you feel like you're rounding too much and you can't seem to open up through the chest, I would suggest doing more chest opening and more shoulder stretches to help balance that. So the next part, I'm going to need to walk my foot in closer. So if you feel like it's not manageable, it maybe means your back foot is too far away. So I'm going to bring my foot in. And again, I'm going to link the hands. From here, I'm going to take my heel off the floor, off the wall. So that I'm on my tiptoe of my foot right now. And then here, I'm going to try to take that foot off the wall. I'm going to release the hands up. So I'm now externally rotating. See if I can link the hands as I take the foot off the floor. And if that's okay, you might want to straighten that leg out if you have the flexibility for it. Bring the leg back to the wall and release the hands off. So that's like a standing bird of paradise. It's not easy, but it's something that you can work towards. We're going to do it on the other side. If it works really well for you, you might want to repeat it a couple of times. Okay, so let's just lunge towards the wall, opening up through that back psoas. Small pushes towards the wall. We're going to do our hamstrings now, so extend that leg, straighten out through the knee, bring your body over the leg. Just be mindful of your hips. You want to have square hips. And again, if you want to take it further, you would let the arms hang loose to bring more weight over the leg. Bringing yourself out, let's go into our bind. So bend that leg into the wall, coming back into our lunge position. Take one hand to the wall, other arm's going to go under that leg. Then, if you can, you're going to interlace your hands behind the leg, opening up through the chest, spreading the collarbones. Okay. We're now going to try and stand up in our lovely bind. So you want to bring your foot in closer to the wall. You're going to take the arm underneath the leg. Interlacing the hands behind the back. You got to keep this standing leg really, really strong and contracted. Then you're going to bring the arms up, catching at the wrists, and then slowly bringing that leg off the wall. Release the leg if you can. Keep opening up through the shoulders. And take it back to the wall. And there we have it. That was our standing bird of paradise. So if we take that and we translate it to the pole, you should get a really pretty bird of paradise. We're going to come down to the floor now. Coming to our last series of stretching in this video. So you want to have your back against the wall just to rest upon it, so that you don't lose your position. We're going to do a rock the baby. So you're going to have your leg bent in towards you. Take the elbows and hook them onto the leg. From here, you're just going to move from side to side. So we're opening up through the glute. And once you feel like your glutes been released, you're feeling a bit more open, then you're going to take the foot with the opposite hand and you're going to try to raise that leg up. So I'm taking my weight now to my opposite side. So holding onto the foot, the outer edge of the foot with the opposite hand, you're going to try to raise that leg up. Bring the knee as close to the shoulder as you can, opening up through the chest and shoulders. If you can, see if you can bend the other arm, the one that's same arm to leg. So my elbow is pushing right into my leg here. See if you can clasp the hands, open up through the shoulders, open up through the chest, straighten out through the leg. So holding it here for a few breaths. And take it down. Keep the hands linked. We'll do that again. And take it down. We'll do the other side. So let's rock the baby on the other side, bending the elbows in towards the leg. Once you've done this for a while and your legs are feeling quite open, then you're going to take the outer edge of the foot with the opposite hand. You're going to bring your weight over to the opposite side now. You're going to try to straighten out that leg as you open through the chest, and then bring this arm around so elbow is pushing into the leg. Release the hand from the outer edge of the foot, clasp the hands, and then you're going to point the toe, try to extend that leg straight. Holding here for a few breaths and take it down. We'll do that again. Keep the hands linked and opening up. And take it down. Uncurl yourself. So that was our stretching for our bird of paradise. If your back and your shoulders are feeling really tense now, then you might just want to do some slow circles just to counter stretch. So feet together, knees out to the side, hold on to the ankles. We're just going to do some large circles, bringing the chest forward and back. So some of those exercises were really advanced and can be very challenging on the shoulders. So if any of them you didn't reach today, then I suggest coming back to the class another time, but never force yourself into anything, especially when it comes to shoulders. Shoulder joint is very, very mobile and prone to injury. So just take care. Let's do the other direction. And coming back to center. So thank you so much for joining me today, and the best of luck with your bird of paradise. I'm sure you're going to get it soon. See you in the next video.